All right, so June 26th is going to be a really big day for many wrestling fans. For others, it's going to be a normal Sunday, but for wrestling fans, it is going to be the night where in Chicago, Illinois, at the United Center, AEW's All Elite Wrestling, NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling will come together and combine for the very first time ever and put on this one big super show entitled The Forbidden Door. So obviously this is something that wrestling fans have been wanting for a long time since the relationship between AEW and New Japan started. Heck, I can even say that people have been wanting this even before AEW and New Japan started a working relationship. So definitely there's going to be a night where many wrestling fans are going to enjoy. So I decided, you know, what the heck? Let me put together some matches I feel like that could very well take place on this show. Now, let me make a few disclaimers here. Number one, in this match card predictions, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi will not be presented on this card. You know, obviously we all know Kenny Omega, he's out, injury, out, recovering. I know everybody wants to see Kenny Omega come back, but I would much rather have Kenny Omega come back 110% rather than come back to do a show that, let's be real, they could do another super show like this in the future. So there really is no rush for Kenny Omega to come back. Same thing with Kota Ibushi. I believe he is also out with the injury as well. He just can't afford it. So with that being said, Kenny Omega, well, the Golden Lovers, I should say, will not be present on this match card predictions and might not even be presentable at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view event. But let's get things started, man. We got 10 matches here. Number one, we got a tag team match I think many wrestling fans will love to see. We got FTR taking on the Gorilla of Destiny, G.O.D. You know, FTR, man, is one of the, without a shadow, one of the best tag teams right now in AEW. Some will even say one of the best tag teams in the world. Multiple world championships from companies, and same can be said from G.O.D. Multiple IWGP Tag Team Championship title reigns in Japan. I mean, you know, the stuff they have been doing over the years have been pretty cool as well. Obviously, Bullet Club. But I think this will be another great display of what tag team wrestling is all about. So definitely, if you're putting this card together, I would definitely put FTR and G.O.D. on this card. Number two, we got some LIJ background here, and I think this would be not just a really cool storyline with LIJ, but I think this would be a really good display of, high flying and just all that, fast-paced action stuff. Andrade El Iglo taking on Tetsuya Naito. I'm telling you, man, you put these two together, I honestly think you give these guys a good maybe 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can expect some pretty good dang action here. Andrade, we all know how good Andrade is. We all know how good Tetsuya Naito is. Like, there's nothing really more I can say about those two men. Put those two in a ring, give them a really good story, and I think they can deliver. So next, a little early here with the world champion, but I don't know if he's going to be world champion by this point, considering we got AEW's got another pay-per-view before Forbidden Door, but as of obviously the recording of this video, he is the current AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page, taking on Will Ospreay. Now, I know what you all are going to say. Oh, Will Ospreay needs to fight a better opponent, like Pac. Okay. Will Ospreay is currently a heel right now, and I think someone like Hangman, I think him obviously being the babyface he is, and then, you can easily have Will Ospreay, just talk down on Hangman Page, calling him a worthless champ, saying how he's how he could be a better champion. Hell, if you want to really go up the ante, you can make the title for the AEW World Championship if you want to. And again, two really good wrestlers. I think this would be another really good match. So, yeah, definitely Hangman Page versus Will Ospreay. All right, next, we got two monsters going at it, man. Two big men going at it here, man. Tomohiro Ishii versus Miro. I don't know. I think Miro, I don't think he's injured right now. I think they're just trying to see how they can bring him back on TV. So hopefully by this point, Miro is back on TV and, the God's favorite, champion, well, even though he ain't a champion anymore, but God's favorite wrestler taking on the Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii. Again, you got two monsters going at it. I think that could be a little something there. So definitely, I think a match should definitely take place at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. All right, so next we have Hiromu Tanahashi taking on Jon Moxley. This kind of goes back. I think there were like rumors before Moxley went out that there were rumors of him and Tanahashi were supposed to have a match, I believe, at AEW All Out. And I can definitely see Moxley just calling out Tanahashi, calling him, oh, he's the ace and everything. Well, this is my show. This is my company. You got to go through me. I can definitely see Moxley doing some stuff like that. So definitely Moxley and Tanahashi, I think that'd be a really good match between the both men. Obviously, Tanahashi, like I said, is the ace of New Japan. And some would even look at Moxley, call him probably one of the big, aces of AEW. So I think this could be a really good technical matchup here. And I don't think hopefully a lot of people don't downgrade this, but who knows? You might. It don't really matter. I don't really care. Willa Yuta versus Saber Jr. I know a lot of you are probably saying that should be Bryan Danielson versus Saber Jr. Danielson's got a match on this card, but I think it's going to be a much bigger opponent in my eyes. But you still got that, technical matchup there. I think this could be another match where you can get Willa Yuta over. Obviously AEW is presenting Willa Yuta as their next big star. And, definitely this would be a really great way to, get him over. I mean, granted, he's not going to beat Saber Jr. Saber Jr. is going to tap him out, make him tap out like a little girl. But Willa Yuta, he's going to bring in that fight, man. And this can definitely be something here. All right, so we got another big high-flying match. Sammy Guevara versus, sorry if I mispronounced the dude's name here, but Hiromu Takahashi. Now, regardless, and I've said this before, regardless of your stance on Sammy Guevara, I mean, the fact that he literally has no character to him, the one thing that you can never take away from Sammy is the fact that that man can go in the ring. And I think a match between him and Hiromu Takahashi, I think that would be a really good matchup. Again, high space, fast pace, high flying. I think that'd be a really cool match that, fans would love to see. So definitely if they can make that happen and get that on the Forbidden Door card, definitely could see that happening. All right, so we got a little 6-man tag team match player here. We got Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. Of course, you got to get the Young Bucks on the card. So the Undisputed Elite taking on the Bullet Club, baby. Now, obviously, Jay White's going to be in it. If you can, maybe get Chris Bay in it. I know you got Bad Luck Fale and more other people in Bullet Club, so it don't really matter who the third man is. But basically, we all know what this storyline is about. Bullet Club, the Elite, Jay White, this is my era. This has always been my era. So, you gotta, that story just sets itself up, in itself. Bullet Club, obviously, they know what the Young Bucks and them did in the past. The Elite, they're nothing. We're Bullet Club and we're real. So there you go, Bullet Club versus the Elite. All right, so I think we can get to the two big main event matches here. I can definitely see headlining this pay-per-view. Number one, man, we got the Battle of the GTS, as I would like to call it, CM Punk versus Kinta. This is a match that's been brewing for a while now. Again, the story sets up for himself. Kinta could come out and just challenge the best in the world. And he can also be like, oh, CM Punk, you stole my finisher. So I want to show the whole world who's the better GTS wrestler. Some stuff like that. And Punk be like, oh, I'm the best in the world. I'm going to beat you, Kinta. So there you go right there. The story sets it up for itself. I think that'd be a really good match for both men, size and capacity. And, definitely one of the matches that would probably headline the show, And now I think this could, again, not just could headline the show, but this could very well main event the show, if you think about it. Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada. Man, Bryan Danielson is one of the best wrestlers in the world, regardless of your take on him. I mean, he has just shown it for the past year or so. He is definitely one of the best wrestlers in the world. I mean, Danielson and Okada, I feel like you put those two in a ring, they could do some good stuff. And again, it kind of serves up well because, again, Kenny Omega is out. He's out. He's not going to be at the show. I just don't see it happening. So I think Danielson will fit that role well, facing the Rainmaker. The American Dragon versus the Rainmaker. Tell me, fans, you don't want to see that. Come on. Like, in the comment section. All you AEW New Japan diehards, tell me you don't want to see the Rainmaker versus the American Dragon. Come on now. Come on. But yeah, so that's it. Now, put in the comment section matches that you do want to see happen at this show. Like I said, this is a match card prediction. I'm not saying these matches are going to take place. I'm not Tony Khan. I'm not the New Japan owner. I'm not booking this show. These are just some matches that I can definitely see, most likely happening on the show. And, if it don't, it don't. If it does, well, then it does. Regardless, I think, AEW fans, New Japan fans should be happy. Wrestling fans, mainly hardcore fans. Let's be real here. Hardcore fans. I don't think casual fans really care about this, but hardcore fans should be excited. They should be ecstatic for this. This is what they've been wanting for years now. So regardless of what the card is going to look like, hopefully it, lives up to the hype. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. This has been the Kid, DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.